I always knew I wanted to be a mother, but I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to live my life, and so I traveled and I got educated before I had children. I also had a very clear idea of how I wanted to raise my children, or rather how I didn't want to raise my children. I was reared in Jamaica, so I knew I didn't want to spank and I didn't want to make children feel small. I thought there was some behavior I observed as a child in Jamaica, and my mother was fairly loving and she didn't beat a lot, but I knew that there were things I wasn't going to do and didn't want to do. So I was very conscious as a parent in terms of what I wanted my children to be like. They came into this world fully formed, and that all I was doing was to help to shape and give them a sense of community. But who they are, who they were, was already formed in the womb, or even before that, I don't know. But that it was not like I was imposing myself on them, that they had something to teach me in as much as I had something to teach them, and that has always been my attitude towards parenting.
I guess for the first 4 years of my life, it felt like it was really just you and I. And so you're the mother, obviously, and it's your job to protect, but I also felt like, okay, well, there's two of us, so I'm gonna protect you too. And so that always felt like, shared responsibility and an opportunity for us both to learn from each other and share. And so I think that has lent itself to the relationship that we have. And plus, you're very much like you're 30 years older than me, because you had me at 30.
Well, thanks for indulging my
But we don't know how old I am or you are. But you had me at 30, so you're 30 years older than me, whether you're 78 or 100 or 55, who knows? None of those ages are hers. But you, so you're 30 years older than me, but there's nothing that you don't do. Like we were talking about how you jumped out of a plane with my brother for his 21st birthday. We went parasailing. So the active, adventurous person that I am, you're doing the same things I'm doing. And so that also doesn't feel like there's a separation because you do whatever I would do. And so I think that helps too, because you're, keeping up or even setting the trend, setting the pace for what we're supposed to do, which I think is special. Traveling with my mom and experiencing things was an opportunity to see the world differently and experience new things. And I remember a lot of people that I grew up with thought we were rich because we had all these travel experiences. And I always explained to people, well, my shoes are from Payless, but yes, we have nice vacations, so there's a trade-off. And I am still like that today. I don't have shoes from Payless, but I value experiences over material things. And so no, it's not something that's ever overwhelmed me.
So one of the things I wanted was to give my children travel. So that was very important to me in terms of money. So every summer we would go someplace, well, several places. Like 3 times a year we would go different places. And I wanted them to see the world. So I took them wherever I could in the Caribbean, North America. We went to Egypt and Brazil and about 10 or 15 islands, because I wanted them to see it and to know that the world was their oyster and that there was no place they didn't belong. So that was very important to me.
And I think that's basically evident in how we live. I've been living in Paris for the last 8 years, and so a lot of people ask me or say that they don't think they would ever have the courage to do what I've done. And though I believe that I am courageous and special, it was very much this lifestyle of taking risks and exploring the world despite what you know very much came from my mom. And so my sister and I, mostly more so than my brother, are just kind of following in the footsteps. And so, I've traveled all over the world just because this seed of adventure and exploration and the ability to connect with people who are different than you was planted in me from when I was a child.
Being a mother of 3 very spirited children that you allow to be spirited because you believe in that, and also being an artist and a breadwinner because I got divorced when Teju was 4, was challenging. I did have a lot of energy. I've been very energetic, and so for many, many years, 15 years, if I got more than 4 hours sleep, I got a lot. But I was also very determined that I was not going to allow, I wanted children, and I wasn't going to allow them to stop me from writing and being out in the public. So my children went with me to a lot of things. They went to poetry readings, they went to conferences. People know and ask for them all the time because I would drag them with me wherever I was going because I was determined not to stop. My work is important to me, my writing, my performance, those things have always been important to me. And I think when you're passionate about those things, when those things are part of your lifeblood, just like how being a mother and being a good mother was part of my lifeblood, you somehow find a way to work it in. I quite frankly don't know how I did it because I did poetry workshops in all of their schools. I volunteered from grade school through high school. I think at high school, Jaja said, "Mommy, I don't want you to come anymore." And maybe Shola said the same thing, but I did that throughout their entire schooling because one, I wanted to share myself with them and with their friends. I wanted to be present and to be known, and I wanted my work to be known. For me, my four best legacies are my 3 children and my work. Do you remember? What is the first thing you remember about when you were born?
How would I remember when I was born?
People remember.
I don't.
When I was pregnant with Shola, I felt enormously powerful the entire period, and I just knew that she was a special human being that was in the process of being made, and I was very honored to carry her. I am Opal Adisa, and this is Shola, my oldest.
Yeah, Shola, Adisa for our